We're previewing UFC 324. Is that where we are? Yeah. Man, they've done a lot of these things. Let's do it.
Let's go!
You know, I remember you going to UFC 81. We're at UFC 324. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We've come a long way.
Bum, 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 bum. I
The
saw
Paramount
UFC
era.
1. Listen, man, I saw UFC 1 live. Well, live.
Oh,
I
yeah?
mean, it was on pay-per-view at that time. Yeah, man, live.
You watched it
happening
live?
At that moment. Yeah, bro, it was crazy.
That's
I was on
crazy.
St. Laurent Street watching UFC 1, you know? I think
Yeah.
I said it a couple of times. Think about it, Dave. I was there for UFC 1 with a bar packed of all martial artists, everybody claiming that they're the best and that, you know, Kung Fu was going to win and that this was going to win and whatever. And then this guy walks in, Royce Gracie, and you see a little snippet about him and he comes in with his gi and everybody's like, oh, man, this guy's going to get destroyed. Look how small he is, skinny. He looks like a karate guy. Nobody knew, like, you know, he was a jiu-jitsu guy. They're like, oh, this karate guy's going to get smashed. That was UFC 1, dude. It changed the world.
Yeah. The first UFC I saw was UFC 9. I saw it on a VHS. I think it was not long after it happened.
That's
Ken
crazy.
Shamrock and Dan Severn,
That was a good fight, man.
1996.
Crazy.
I maybe saw
But
it in
Dave-
like 97. Was Shamrock in WWF at that time? I don't know. They were both in the WWF when I saw it.
That's crazy, man.
And,
And when
so
I saw
wanted to see
UFC
them
1,
fight for real.
but you got to remember, I watched the UFC 1, and the hype going into this was like, it was like weeks upon weeks of people like claiming, like, you know, I could go to this place and I could, like, UFC 1 was a lot of talkers, but UFC 2 was even worse. That's when everybody was like, how did that guy win? It's impossible. I'm a street fighter. I'm this, I'm that. You know, people were like legitimately trying to get to the UFC 2 to be on that showcase. There was a couple of guys from Canada that made it too.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I saw it live, dude. I saw the crowd there, and I saw everybody go silent, man. When Royce Gracie started to win one after another, and everybody was like, what does this guy do? And everybody was confused. I don't know. He's jiu-jitsu. Is it Japanese? What is it? And then Brazilian jiu-jitsu. What is it? Is it the dance? What is this? It doesn't make sense. We got to find out what it is. And it went from boxers to wrestlers to
And of course,
Kung Fu guys,
AJ,
karate guys.
as we know, AJ, the rest is history, and we could go on and on about the history. I was just commenting on the fact that it's UFC 324. I kind of lose track of the numbers at this point because there have been so many. And AJ could recount the days and jiu-jitsu and how it... But Fred's going to fall asleep if you do that. Fred?
Fred's already sleeping, man.
AJ's putting you to sleep.
Stay away from the light. What are you talking about? It's UFC 1, dude. Think about it. Like, the emotions, man. I was there. It was crazy. Fred, are you snoring? I'm telling you,
Fred's
man.
here. Fred.
I'm not sure what to say, man. UFC 1, man. Yeah, 1993, I think, man. So, like, honestly, if you're not, like, at least 30, and even I would say, like, if you're not at least 35, you probably have no memories of UFC 1. So, AJ, you're just being old man yelling at the clouds right now.
That's right.
Yeah, but, dude, it's all about history, dude. I was there. I was part of history, man. Think about it. I was a young AJ, and I was thinking, man, I got to get there like everybody else. And then I saw teeth flying out, and I saw broken bones, and I'm like, how much are they making? You know what the check was, Fred? It was $5,000. Was it $50,000? Sorry. It was $50,000 prize to win. They came out with that big check at the end. Royce Gracie holding it. But they went into that round robin. I think it was 4 or 5 fights that night to win $50,000. But it wasn't about the money. It was about who was the number one in the world. In the history of martial arts, from the time of the Bible to 1993, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was number one. Think about it.
Right. I've thought about it.
Come on,
that's
guys,
why I do
get some
jiu-jitsu,
emotion
because
in
I see that it is essential for any kind of combat. You got to know it. You got to know it. It's not necessarily the dominant art like it was at the beginning, but it's definitely something that every UFC fighter is practicing. Because if they're not, they're going to get caught.
They're dead.
Right? It's a necessary skill that you need in your back pocket. It's not necessarily going to win you a lot of fights just on straight jiu-jitsu. There's not a lot of guys in MMA anymore that really get by on jiu-jitsu. It's wrestling and it's high-level kickboxing. That's really winning MMA fights these days. The game has changed.
But you got to be so well-rounded, and you got to be just as, I'm going to say, like, not going back and forth, but going back to 93, it was a one-disciplined art. People were going in there with that one discipline, and there was so much honor to be representing that discipline. And when you failed, dude, you took away that whole discipline's history. And going back to it today in 2026, everybody is just as good as they are in jiu-jitsu at the highest level as it is in Muay Thai, as it is in boxing, as it is in wrestling under one guy. Like, everybody has top-level skills. And you know what? You need to have Muay Thai, and you need to have boxing, and you need to have wrestling, and you have to have jiu-jitsu. Everything else is okay. But without those four, man, it's going to be hard. But the kids that are coming out, man, at 6, 7, 8 years old in MMA, it's insane, dude. Have you seen some of these kids in MMA?
7.
Wow.
6,
7.
So,
6, 7.
And, finding out what's number one, who's number one, all very important in martial arts. It's all very important in sports. You want to know who's the best. You want to know who is number one. And that's what we are fighting for. And that's why this Saturday night we have a UFC Interim lightweight championship fight between the number 4 and number 5 contender. Because we're trying to figure out who's number 4.
Uno. 4.
No, not number 1. This will determine who's number 4. Because it's a number 4 and 5 guy fighting for a belt. So, unfortunately, we're not trying to figure out who's number 1. And if you look at the UFC's rankings, you have Ilia Topuria, the lightweight champion, who promises to fight the winner of Gaethje and Pimblett. Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett, our main event on Saturday night, UFC 324. UFC is finally back. It's been like 6 weeks since we've had a fight card. I'm hyped to see some MMA, finally, some high-level fights. And say what you will about the main event, as I will. I'm going to say some things about the main event. It's still a cool fight. It's Justin Gaethje. It's Paddy Pimblett. They're UFC stars. It's the number 4 and 5 guy. They're top 5 in the UFC lightweight division, which is historically the toughest division in MMA. It's a good fight. But, it's for a championship, and you kind of go, well, what's that? Because it's number 4 and 5 ranked guys. You got Topuria, the champ. Tsarukyan, number 1 ranked. Armin Tsarukyan. Charles Oliveira, number 2 ranked somehow still. Max Holloway, number 3. And then we get to Gaethje 4 and Paddy the Baddy at 5. And they're fighting for a belt on Saturday in the main event, 5-rounder. Justin Gaethje's coach, Trevor Whitman, has said this is the last ride. It's win or go home. He doesn't want to be a gatekeeper. He doesn't want to have just entertaining fights. He's a championship fighter. He wants to fight for the belt, and he understands that this is his last opportunity at a UFC World Championship. And if they lose, that's it. Career is a wrap. So retirement is already a thought here with the Gaethje camp. If they win, they plan to ride out the championship reign, whatever that means. A fight with Topuria that, we'll see. But this could be it for Justin Gaethje. This could be Gaethje's retirement fight. And I would bet, and I probably will bet, that it's going to be his retirement fight because I don't think he's winning. I think Paddy the Baddy, a little too young, a little too durable. I think Gaethje has been through many wars. How many concussions has this guy suffered in his career? feel like when you're already thinking about retirement, it's near the end. I think Gaethje's a great fighter, but right now he's 37 years old?
Yep.
I mean, there's a limit. He looked good against Rafael Fiziev in his last fight, but the fight before that, he was knocked out by Max Holloway in that legendary BMF fight at UFC 300. But he was losing that fight the whole way through. And Holloway just finished him at the end. I don't think he's gonna be like too much of a problem for Paddy. Paddy is undefeated in the UFC. He's won several fights in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the UFC now. Crushed Michael Chandler in his last fight.
Yep.
He looked really good. And I think he's just hitting the prime years. So
it's right there.
I just think this is bad timing for Gaethje. I think if this fight happens 2 years ago, it's a Gaethje win. But 2-3 years ago, well, Paddy would be much younger too. Like a 34-year-old Gaethje against a 28-year-old Paddy. I think Gaethje would have won that fight. But a 31-year-old Paddy against a 37-year-old Gaethje 3 years down the road, I just think this is going to be Paddy's fight. Fred, what do you think? You got Paddy the Baddie advancing and then him and Topuria, or Gaethje one last run?
I pretty much agree with you that Paddy's going to win this. I'm with you on that aspect. Where I'm not with you is I don't think that's going to be Justin Gaethje's last fight. I expect him to continue fighting even if he loses. But no, as far as this weekend, man, Paddy the Baddie, a little younger, better grappler. He could struggle maybe standing up if the fight stays standing up against Justin Gaethje. But I think Paddy's going to manage to get the fight where he wants, and I got him winning. I'm going to go probably by decision. Gaethje's a tough guy. If it's not by decision, maybe a submission, but I'm going to go with Paddy by decision.
Look, man.
AJ, what do you think?
It's tough. I mean, Gaethje, like you said, like a younger Gaethje, man, he goes to war with Holloway, man. It was a war. Things get crazy when Gaethje's in the octagon. The difference is that, when he went for that gold, he got submitted by Khabib. He got submitted by Charles Oliveira. And that's the thing. Now you got a 37-year-old Gaethje there who's giving talks about his career coming to an end, and then he kind of retracts, but he kind of said it. And he's, it's not the same, Gaethje, he's still a dangerous man in the octagon. But Paddy Pimblett, man, this guy is something. Coming into this fight, you've got a 31-year-old, like you said, he's right at that prime, and he's good, dude. The kid is good. He was destined to be champion, and he eventually will be, which I think is going to happen on Saturday. And you got to remember, when I was going back to, at the UFC 1 and kids and all this kind of stuff, there's stories about Paddy Pimblett, going into an MMA gym at 15 years old and saying to that gym, I'm going to be champion one day. And they kicked him out. They're like, get the hell out of here. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. He was 15 years old.
Okay.
And here we are at 31, and he could be the possible champion. That's somebody who's hungry, and that's someone who's determined, and that's someone who has a lot of confidence, dude. He goes in there, and he's able to execute exactly what he wants to do. And I think it's going to be another night of submission. I think when it goes to gold for Gaethje, the panic sets in when there's a lot of pressure on him, and Paddy Pimblett's submission skills are on top. I think it's going to be a submission on Saturday. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be Gaethje's time to step back, just like Ferguson did, and the rest in that category. He's part of that old school, and everyone's time has come, man.
Well, I think we're going to be split on how this fight ends. I got Paddy with a knockout. I think a TKO, something like that. Maybe second, third, 4th round if Gaethje lasts, but I think Paddy finishes Gaethje like he finished Chandler. Gaethje's been knocked out a few times in his career. I think it's going to be another one. Fred likes the decision. AJ going with a submission, but we all like Paddy the Baddie to win and become a champion, an interim champion, and then advance to a fight with Ilia Topuria, which would be major. Paddy the Baddie right now, minus 240 the favorite. Gaethje plus 180 the underdog. Those honestly seem like pretty decent odds for Paddy, considering how confident I am in him winning. I feel like he's a lock. Do you guys see? Do you see a world where Gaethje wins this fight? Because I don't.
It's going to be the toughest fight of his career.
I mean, if it's a stand-up fight, I could see maybe Gaethje still being able to, if it's a scrap, Gaethje's able to scrap a lot of guys. So I could see him winning, edging a decision there or something like that, or even maybe knocking out Paddy. Like, Gaethje's a dangerous striker. Let's not act as if he's not a dangerous striker. So, but no, Paddy, the younger guy, should win this.
Yeah.
But I was saying is that this is Paddy's hardest opponent that he's ever met, in my opinion. But I agree with you. I mean, like, if Gaethje could get on the inside, he could get, like, a possible, like, knockout. But the thing is that, like, Paddy has these long arms, man, and he knows how to use them well, and he's got these weird, like, angles, and he's able to really throw it down if he has to. He could knock you out. And I'm like thinking about what Dave said, and I'm like, you know what? It's a very strong possibility that he probably ends Gaethje standing up. But if Gaethje, like, because he's so tough, he might get clipped so hard that you think he's out, he might still be, like, kind of, like, still there. This is where I think Paddy will come in and just close up the game. But, yeah, Gaethje's no joke, man. Let's not forget what he's done in his career. He's the beast, man. He's he's a BMF-er big time.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dangerous guy. I just feel like as you get older, you become less dangerous.
Like Mike Tyson.
37. It's like, oh, man.
Yeah. And a lot of wear and tear, Dave. He's a 37-year-old with tremendous wear and tear.
Mm-hmm. Co-main event was supposed to be Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. That fight not happening. Kayla's hurt. Neck surgery. Who knows when that fight will take place. Yeah. Sean O'Malley's taking on Song Yadong. It's a 3-round co-main event. Sean O'Malley coming off 2 straight losses to Merab, looking to bounce back against Song Yadong, who's got a 22-8 record, coming off a win over Henry Cejudo. Song Yadong's 28 years old. He's young. He's hungry. He's coming off the biggest win of his career, looking to keep going, move up the ranks. Sean O'Malley looking to possibly secure another title shot with a win or 2. Might be just 1, because the UFC likes to give him title shots. If he wins this fight, the UFC might give him Petr Yan. They might. I don't know if there's a guarantee that Merab's getting a rematch.
Looking at the embedded series, they show Sean O'Malley's house, all his cars and all that. He might need a couple of championships, man. But, he seems to be spending a lot of money. So hopefully he gets back in the title picture and makes some more big bucks, because I think he might have some money issues at some point.
Does he seem off in the embedded to you?
He's always seemed off.
More. Like, I feel like those Merab losses have shook him. Because he's talking about retirement. He's young and he's talking about retirement. He's talking about, like, I guess this motivates me. I don't know. Try to find motivation here. He seems like maybe he's achieved the goal of being UFC champion. He has realized he is likely to never achieve that goal again. And now he's just kind of riding it out. Because that's a weird realization to get to when you thought, like I heard him talk about, I thought I was going to be like the Conor McGregor of this sport. I thought I was going to be the biggest star and this and that. And, maybe I still can be, but, I don't know. I guess that motivates me to just kind of be a big star. He seems like broken, like his fighting spirit got clipped there. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get it back. Like, when you're a champion, you are undefeated, you're winning all these fights, you become champion, you feel invincible, and then this guy Merab comes around and he beats you, and then you're like, oh, well, that was a fluke, I was off, let's do it again. And then he beats you again, and you're like, oh, then maybe I'm not who I thought I was. Maybe, like, all these thoughts have to be running through his head, and the way he's been talking, I don't know. Because I look at the division and I go, well, he's never beating Merab. And he's probably never beating Petr Yan either, even though he got that win over him. No one thought he actually won, and a rematch with him would be pretty nasty. So I feel like O'Malley may be in a position here where he kind of knows, like, I'm not going to be that guy. Because I think O'Malley felt like no one could touch him. And then Merab just, didn't just beat him twice, and it was just not even close. The second time was just vicious. And that's got to do something to your ego and your mental state. Like, when you're invincible, and then this guy comes in and crushes you,
you know what fixes that, Dave? You know what fixes that? What fixes that is a couple of wins, man. If he could win against Song Yadong, and I'm gonna pick O'Malley because Song Yadong, I liked his last win, but it was against Henry Cejudo, who's pretty much like retired. And I look at the rest of the track record of Song Yadong, and there's not a lot of impressive wins on his resume, and he has a lot of losses also. So Sean O'Malley, man, if he wants to get back to where he was, he has to start winning again. And it starts this weekend with a win over Song Yadong. So I'm going to go O'Malley, and I'm going to go by a TKO. I think O'Malley finishes him. And that's going to be the start to give him a little bit back that confidence, that swagger. And I doubt this is the end of O'Malley. Like, I hear what you're saying, but I think he just needs to get a couple of wins, and he'll be back.
Yeah, and I think this is a winnable fight for him, and he should win. Like, I think Song Yadong is a beatable guy for Sean O'Malley, and I think that O'Malley should win this fight, but I'm not betting on him. I'm not putting him on my parlay, and I'm, like, thinking that maybe Song Yadong is going to pull off an upset because I don't like what I'm hearing from Sean O'Malley. I want him to win, though. Like, I'm rooting for him because it would be a good story for him to bounce back and get back into that championship contention because he is a star for the UFC and he does draw people to the sport. And he's a fun character. So why not add him into the mix and have him keep winning? But I don't know, man. The Embedded, I didn't like his performance on the Embedded. But yeah, I think a win would definitely turn things around. But I don't really have a pick for this fight. I think O'Malley should win, but I'm not sure he will. Who are you picking in this one, AJ?
Well, look, you know what? Like, the reason why you got Paddy and you got O'Malley on this card being the first event for Paramount is because these guys, man, they're going to deliver. No matter what, they're going to go out there. Regardless of what the Embedded series makes him sound like he's like giving up on life, shit happens and it can mess you up as a fighter, especially when you're on the top of the game. Like it's done to Conor and it's done to other people, Tony Ferguson, all the rest. But O'Malley's coming into this, and I agree with Fred. If he gets a couple of those wins, he's back on the game. We saw that with Chucky, man. Chuck E. Cheese. We saw Chuck E. Cheese, man, like almost
Chucky
losing
Olives.
his career in the Chucky Olives, like in the UFC, almost losing his career. And here he comes back. And he ends up being a champion. But, the thing is that I don't see O'Malley knocking him out because the thing with the Dong is that he has a granite chin, man. That chin of his is sick. But the only thing is that I can see is that O'Malley outstrikes him because the guy leaves himself open when he comes inside that pocket. And with those counters by O'Malley, he's going to pick him apart. I think it's going to go to distance, and he's going to win by decision. I think O'Malley needs this win, like Fred said. And if he does win, it's motivation enough because he's already beat Peter Yan. Regardless of what the critics say, he's got that W.
Yeah.
And he could be champion. He's one Peter Yan away after beating the Dong.
He is. Other fights on this, Derrick Lewis taking on Waldo Cortes-Acosta. 16-2 knockout artist out of the Dominican Republic. Waldo Cortes-Acosta.
Lanzaroso.
Big scary dude.
Yep.
Nasty. Taking on another big scary dude, another knockout artist, the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis, who's coming off 2 straight knockout wins. He's won 3 of his last 4. And, 40 years old, but still kicking ass. Acosta is 34. But, I don't know, man. Derrick Lewis plus 255. Derrick Lewis by knockout
9 wins, 9 wins out of 11 in heavyweight, man. He's legit.
Derrick Lewis has more heavyweights, more knockouts than any fighter in UFC history, I think. More knockout wins. Derrick Lewis by knockout, plus 375. Yup.
Yeah.
I like that. Derrick Lewis by knockout. Because it's Derrick Lewis, and that's what he does.
He's 40 years old, Dave. Don't forget.
So,
man.
He's winning fights at 40 years old. It's heavyweight,
True.
man. It doesn't matter. Acosta's got a chin, though. He's never been knocked out in MMA. So
he's bigger, he's
that could
taller,
be tough.
he's younger. 9 out of 11 wins.
He's pretty good. But he has not really faced the likes of Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis is another story. This guy, we say he's great and everything, but he went to a decision. He beat Andrei Arlovski by decision in 2024. And Andrei Arlovski was like 45 at the time. Andrei Arlovski made it a fight with this guy. I think Derrick Lewis knocks him out. Knockout. Fred, Black Beast?
I like the odds, like plus 255. I would take on a little chance on Derrick Lewis, and plus 375 by knockout. That's pretty much the only way Derrick Lewis wins, I think. So yeah, I like that call, man. I'm gonna take a chance also with Derrick Lewis. I don't know how much money I would put on it, but you never know. With Derrick Lewis, he could knock out anybody.
All the money on Derrick Lewis. I like it. AJ, what? You're going with Waldo, Faldo, Geraldo?
Yeah, man. This guy is legit, man. And not to take away from Derrick Lewis. I love Derrick Lewis, man. The best Instagram posts out there, but he's 40 years old, man. He's going up against...
Yeah, you're disrespecting the Black Beast.
I'm not disrespecting the Black Beast, but I'm not going to disrespect... He does have hot balls, but what happened to Freddie? He talked about hot balls and he took off, man. You got him worried, dude.
Yo, what the hell? Oh, there we go.
I didn't do nothing.
Freddie, what happened? You were talking about hot balls and you took off.
My balls was hot.
I never mentioned anything about balls. It was you two guys talking about balls.
That was me, AJ. Anyways, AJ's going with Waldo. I'm going with the Lewis.
Yeah, but what happened to Fred? He's gone again.
Why does Fred keep disappearing?
Listen, Dave, I'm going to tell you something. Look how many fights he's fought in 2025, Waldo. Where's Waldo? He's back. Freddie's back.
Yeah.
Talk about where's Waldo. Where's Fred? 5 times in 2025. Fred, he's fought. He's active, man. He's an active fighter, and he's an active fighter who wins in the heavyweight.
Yeah.
And he puts on a show and can knock the shit out of you.
Whoa.
How
about this? Natalia Silva taking on Thug Rose.
Oof.
Rose Namajunas, former champion, also on this pay-per-view. This is a fun pay-per-view. They got a lot of UFC stars on it. Look at this card. You got Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett, known fighters. Sean O'Malley, superstar from the UFC, Derrick Lewis, megastar, super cool, Thug Rose, awesome, and then John Silva and Arnold Allen, who are very good. That's a pay-per-view. It's very good. It's a good, solid, and I'm calling it a pay-per-view. They're calling them numbered events now in the States. That's because they're on Paramount, so it's not a pay-per-view. It keeps happening. I don't know.
Freddie's in and out, man, like the Bermuda Triangle.
Weird. It's like something's glitching. It's all right. It's confusing me, though. But there's still pay-per-views here, which is bullshit. Canada and the rest of the world is getting screwed. It's still so expensive. Well, I don't know about the rest of the world, but Canada is still getting screwed. It is so expensive to get these UFC pay-per-views now.
Dude, it's like $100, man.
Yeah, the price is crazy, and in the States, it's like $9 a month to get everything. It's not right.
It's crazy. Not right. And I've been listening to a lot of comments, and people are like getting mad at UFC Canada, saying, "Listen, guys, we're just gonna pirate this stuff, or we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there." And they're right, man. It's hard to control. And the problem is this: you've got Paramount that actually got they got Australia on board, and they got Latin America on board. Man, these are like eventually you're gonna have to put Canada in there. It doesn't make sense, but it's hard, dude. It's $100 for a pay-per-view, man.
It's crazy.
Mucho dineros.
It's ridiculous. Don't buy it.
It's ridiculous.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it is. This is a great card, man. What are you talking about?
But come on, man. Steal it. Anyways, steal it if you can. Survive if they let you. I won't even be watching it. How about that? I won't even watch it.
I'll be watching it. You know that.
I'm not watching it. I'm not buying it. I'm not stealing it. I'm not even putting in the effort for this card. How about that?
You're going to what? WWE? What are you doing?
Yeah.
SmackDown?
I'm going to WWE. I'm going to the Saturday night's main event, brother. I'm going to see Cody Rhodes against Jacob Fatu. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Who are you going with,
SmackDown
man?
tomorrow night. Saturday night's main event on Saturday. 2 nights of WWE. Huh?
Johnny going?
Johnny's going on Saturday, I think.
Big John. It should be in the ring, not the octagon, but the ring.
Simon boys are going tomorrow. The boys. Okay. Thug Rose against this other one here, Natalia Silva. Silva's pretty good.
Beast,
28 years old from Brazil, undefeated in the UFC, 19-5 record. Just beat Alexa Grasso, former champion, in her last fight. I think she's building up here. She's taking on Thug Rose. Silva. What are the odds here for? Let me get you the betting odds for this one. I got nothing.
Minus 370 for Silva. Plus 270.
Sounds about right. I think Rose is great, but again, Rose has been fighting forever. She's only 33, though, which is nuts because she's been in the UFC since 2014.
How old is she? I thought she was 30.
She's 33. She's been in the UFC since 2014.
So that means
21?
17 years with Pat Barry, that means?
At least. I think it's 20 years with Pat. I don't know what happened there. Look, it's a Woody Allen situation, and you just let it go. I think at that point, I don't know. It's weird. It's not quite Woody Allen. Woody Allen's worse, but Pat Barry. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what happened there, Fred? Don't worry about it.
Don't think about it. Forget about it.
Forget about it. It's happening again.
You just forgot about it. You got him out, man. That's like The Sopranos. That's like Tony's last show. He just went.
I'm getting censored. Dark. That's what's happening.
Yeah, what's happening with Fred? He's not saying anything, and he still gets censored.
Don't stop believing. All right, we're all going with Silva. How about Arnold Allen versus John Silva? John Silva says that he has been diagnosed autistic, and he believes.
I'm not surprised.
Okay. Fight nerd John Silva has said that he is autistic. He has a form of autism. There are many forms. It seems like infinite forms. And he believes that Arnold Allen is also autistic.
What?
I don't know what his basis is, but the quote is that he is diagnosed autistic, and he also believes that Arnold Allen is. Although I don't think Arnold Allen has said that he is. But Silva now is claiming that this will be the first UFC fight between two autistic guys.
I doubt it's the first time.
I don't think it's the first time.
I doubt
We've
it
been
too.
in jiu-jitsu for a while. We know the deal. So,
People won't get that one. People will not get that one.
A lot of people
but
will.
In BJJ
AJ.
world, they'll know,
A
man.
lot of people
in the
will.
BJJ world, they'll know. And they're damn good, man. That's the problem.
Sometimes I look at some signs of like, do you have autism on the internet? And I'm like, wait a second. Yeah. I'm like,
Sounds
wait
like
a
me.
second. Do I have autism? I'm not sure. I don't think so, but who knows, man? Who knows? It seems like everybody does these days. Everybody's saying, a lot of people have some sort of something, It's everybody's functioning. Like John Silva's obviously functioning. He's making money. He's in a UFC. He's a high-level mixed martial artist. He's doing fine. So I don't know what's going on there. But that's what John Silva's saying. So that's kind of the headline of this fight. John Silva is autistic, and he believes his opponent is as well. And they want to make history.
I'll tell you what, it's one of my favorite fights on the card, though.
Hell yeah.
It's a good fight.
Such a good fight.
Like,
So
John Silva's close to a title shot. Arnold Allen, if he beats Silva, will be right there. So,
yeah,
this is a big fight.
I'd like Arnold Allen's comments on this. Like, wait a second, what's this guy saying about me? Like,
they're going to make history.
Just because I don't speak Portuguese doesn't mean, listen, he doesn't understand what I'm saying.
I mean, Arnold Allen has a weird sense of humor. He trains in Montreal, and then he went on the internet the other day saying he got beat up by some people because he didn't speak French. Then everybody was like, "Oh no, Montreal, racist Montreal!" But then he was just joking around that people in the gym were beat him up. It was like his way of making a joke, but people, they really catch on. It was a joke, so even
people took him seriously.
Oh, even some bloody elbow and all that had it on their front page. Arnold Allen gets jumped by people in Montreal. It's like,
yes. I remember this. He did say, which is odd. It's an odd joke to make, especially if you live in Montreal.
But if you're from Montreal,
right
away, I was like, this is impossible. This story
but again, Fred, the guys in the gyms. And you could totally see a lot of them making that type of joke on their Instagrams. And you go, what?
It's real, man.
And you just ignore it because it's just some dude at jiu-jitsu that's making a weird joke. But then if it's Arnold Allen, who's a UFC fighter, people pay attention and they go, what? Right? Yeah.
Maybe he does have.
I don't know. Just because you make bad
I'm not sure
jokes.
how this segment started here.
Well, John Silva, he's making some claims. Good for him. He's a good fighter. I think he might win. He's 29 years old. He's 16-3 in the UFC. Coming off a loss to Diego Lopes, but still has looked very good. Arnold Allen, 32 years old, 20-3. Coming off a win over Giga Chikadze. And Arnold Allen, very tough, very talented. This is a tough fight.
He's tough, Allen.
This is a tough fight to pick. I think this one could
very close,
definitely go either way. John Silva minus 270, the favorite. Allen plus 200, the underdog. Yeah.
Is it the Brazilian or the Brit? What do you want?
The Brazilian is favored, and I'm going to go with the Brazilian. I think the Brazilian wins But yeah, I think this could go either way. I'm a little surprised he's such a heavy favorite. Minus 270 seems a little heavy because I think this is kind of a coin toss fight.
Yeah, I'm going to go also with the Brazilian, but I'm going to go just as a fan saying I hope John Silva wins because he's built himself a little bit of a name, a little bit of a character. So I want it to continue. I want John Silva to be an important fighter and to win some big fights, and that's where it needs to happen. Like, he needs to beat Arnold Allen. And one last thing, since Arnold Allen trains in our city, I think we should say as a show, we do not believe he has autism.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what John Silva's saying about him. I'm kind of like, I wonder what Arnold Allen says in response. Or maybe he does. Like, maybe he's like, yes, actually, that is true. Or maybe he's like, no, what is this guy talking about? It's just an odd thing for your opponent to declare about you. It's like, I have this, and I believe that he has this as well. So we will fight. And it's like, what? Why is this like the fight talk of this fight? But people are talking about it. It's I don't know. I think Arnold Allen is very good MMA fighter, and I think he could easily win this fight. Like, I think it's worth putting a bet on him at plus 210 or whatever it is, plus 200. Like, he could win. It's a 3-round fight. Arnold by decision. Seems good.
He's been inconsistent, man. That's the thing. As a fighter, he's been inconsistent.
He's lost to who? Max Holloway and
but back in 2024 when his last win,
Mofsar.
Right?
Like, he's losing to these guys by decision. Like, he's beating everybody else. He's beating Dan Hooker, Calvin Kattar, Giga Chikadze. Like, he's beating very good guys. Maybe not fighting enough. This is his first fight since 2024. He hasn't fought since 2024. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Where Silva has been very active.
I don't know. Yeah, different things
has been more active.
Him.
That's for sure.
Yeah, being more active might be good.
You know, it's very
nevertheless
it's a close one, man.
He's very good. Like, he could win this one.
And he got jumped by a couple of French guys here in Montreal. Could be a fact.
I think you missed the joke too, AJ.
Nah, but I just wanted to carry it on.
Oh, okay.
Because I might have those signs too.
Is it me
or something? I don't think it's autism.
Like, I wanted to mention it before we went on air, but I feel like AJ has like a redneck look at it.
What?
He looks like a redneck, you think?
Yeah, like
what?
Yeah.
He kind of looks like Mick Foley.
Yeah, he does actually.
Looks a little Mick Foley-ish.
I like Nick Foley, man.
Yeah.
What's he doing nowadays, Nick Foley?
You say Nick Foley?
Yeah, did you say Nick Foley?
Mick Foley with an M.
Oh, Mick Foley. Excuse me, man. M10N. Back to the end.
Who is Mick Foley?
Wasn't he the old fighter in the WWE at one point?
Okay. Can you name me any of his characters?
Yeah, he had a jacket like this. I remember that.
Can you name any of his characters that he was? Any of them? Any names that he had? Any of the faces of Foley? You think?
Not really, I can't.
Nah.
I remember he was something with a lumberjack jacket or something like that.
He wore a jacket like you're wearing, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
What's the matter with my jacket? This is totally Quebec, man.
Jack Cactus.
Yeah, Jack Cactus.
Oh, Jack Cactus.
You remember Jack Cactus.
Shellac.
And he was Kind of Man? Remember Kind of Man?
He loved dudes.
He loved dudes. Yeah. He was the guy who loved dudes. That was a good character. Lord have mercy. Okay. Ow!
So I asked you, what's he up to nowadays? Is he still around? He's still alive, yeah?
Dude love.
Who, Mick Foley?
Dude love.
Yeah, Mick.
Baby. Gotta love
Nick
Dude
Nolte
love.
is what I was thinking about before.
Yeah, Mick Foley. He's, living life, baby. Sometimes he does autograph signings and so on. Let's do a parlay for this fight card, shall we? Let's get to that. Let's do the thing
do it, bud.
where we do parlays and we make gambles and so on.
We make some people money, man.
AJ, you do one first. Money. Tell me your picks.
Why should I go first? You want me to go because of my
Because you suck. That's why. Because you take the longest.
Listen, man, listen, Who is the champ at the end of the year, man? Come on, boys.
End of the year, like who?
Johnny reminded me like half a dozen times. Yeah, he's like,
Johnny's
AJ,
really happy when you're correct about something because it's so rare. It's like, wow, look at this, we found a diamond.
Listen, don't be haters, guys. So I'll go first because this is the winning parlay, man.
Well, we got to get your picks too, by the way, for the. We'll do that off the show. Well, just so we can do the same thing next year, we got to get your picks for like who will be champion at the end of this year.
Ooh, this is gonna be a hard one. This is gonna be a tough one this year.
Well, we're not gonna. Well, me and Fred already did a whole show about it, so you've got to, give us your pick because you weren't on that show, remember? But we still need your picks so that we can document it for 2027. I'm already planning 2027, AJ. You got to help me out here. You got to.
I am, man. Just like the Rain Man. I'm going to come out winning.
All right. Give me your parlay.
So here. Yeah, so I'm starting off, obviously. I'm going with Paddy Pimblett for the submission win.
Oh, yeah. You're going in the parlay, you want a submission pick or you just want to win?
I want the submission win in there.
Whoa.
I think Paddy's going to submit.
Whoa.
Yes, sir.
Pimblett.
I think it's going to be a trifecta of submissions for poor Justin.
Pimblett by submission is plus 165. Okay.
Then I'm going to go with Sean O'Malley. I think Sugar is going to be his night, his show. And I think I agree with Fred, man. He needs this win. And then he can, beat Peter Yan. And there he is on top of the game again. Then I'm going to be going with the heavyweight fight with Waldo. I think Waldo has everything to beat Derrick. And, I don't like to say that because I love Derrick Lewis, and if he was in front of me, I'd tell him he'd be winning. But let's be honest, man. Waldo's a bigger guy, longer reach.
What if they were both in front of you?
I'd have to, call you Dave Simon. I'd be like, Dave Simon said that you're going to win.
No.
I'm going to run away. But, no, I think Waldo is just 9 out of 11 wins in the heavyweight. I think he's moving his way up. I think this guy's a legit contender. Derrick Lewis is 40. He's a fan favorite, man. I love him. But if you have to look realistically at the fight game, I think Waldo has everything to be legitimately on the top of the game in the heavyweight division. And I think he'll get there. Very solid fighter. One bad loss in a sense where kind of staying, everybody fucks up. George St. Pierre fucked up, but he's 16-2. And that's a number there for a reason. Then I'm going to go with Natalia Silva. I think the rose is wilted, man. And, her decline is obvious. She just doesn't have it, man. She's 15-7, 3-2 in in her last 5 fights. I mean, she's got the wins, but man, they're nothing exciting, but she's there. I think Natalia Silva is just just too much power behind her, man. She's 19-5. A lot of fights, more than Rose. I think she's going to take the win. The Arnold Allen John Silva, man, I believe it or not, I'm going to stay away from that fight because it's too close to call. Yeah. It could go either way, man. Arnold Allen's a beast at 20-3. John Silva, the nerd, is a 16-3. He needs to redeem the Geek Squad. And I think he might. I'm picking this off the parlay, but I think he has the edge to beat Arnold, but we could all be wrong, man. So it's too close, man. This is one wrong move, and that's who's going to win. The opponent's going to win. One wrong move, the opponent wins. And I don't know who's going to make that wrong move, but I wouldn't put it on my parlay. Too close to call.
Anything else?
No, that's it, man.
That's your parlay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the Team AJ parlay is 4 fights. And they are the following. They are Paddy by submission, Natalia Silva over Thug Rose, Sean O'Malley over Yadong, and Waldo Cortes-Acosta over Derrick Lewis. 20 gets you, what is the total? 127.78. That's not bad. Plus 539 parlay.
That's not bad. Yeah, not bad.
There you go. That's the AJ parlay. That's something. AJ, I'm going to send you a picture of that parlay so you can make it into a graphic for the whole...
Yes, sir. We need to do it.
The whole thing. Freddie, what do you got? You got a parlay?
I got Sean O'Malley
Ooh.
I got John Silva, and I have Paddy Pimblett.
Keeping it simple. 3-fight parlay from Big Freddy Dog. The dog that is Fred.
Woo-hoo. Who let the dogs out?
Where are we? There we go. What is happening? That's not it. That's
Hey,
not
who is
Fred.
that? Dave?
That's
Back
not
Dave,
me.
you're old.
I know. What happened?
Who is that guy?
Hey, I'm trying to go
Who
to
is
the
that
parlay
guy?
screen. Give me my parlay. There we go. I don't know. We got glitches. Sean O'Malley, John Silva, and Paddy Labadie. 20 gets you 57. That's the Freddy parlay. That's what Freddy's giving you. Paddy,
Short
Silva,
and sweet, man.
O'Malley. Keeping it simple. Keeping it money. That's how you make money. You keep things simple. You win. I'm going to keep things simple and fun for you. I'm going to keep things simple, but also it's going to be fun, okay? Come on a little parlay ride with Big Dave. We're going to go with Paddy Labadie, okay? This is what we're doing. Let's do it together.
Whoa.
Let's go together. We're going to go with Paddy Labadie, okay? We're also going to go... Whoa, hey, that's not Paddy Labadie.
What? That looks like Paddy.
Bring me back to Paddy Labadie. There we go. Paddy
That's
Labadie.
funny, actually.
Okay? I'm not going with Sean O'Malley. I'm staying away from this guy. I don't trust him. I'm not going with Derrick Lewis, even though I'm going to put a single bet on him. I'm going with Natalia Silva, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Umar Nurmagomedov, okay, minus 1,600. And I'm also
Umar's
going
there.
with Atiba Gauthier, who is a rising superstar in the UFC and is a guaranteed slam dunk 100% victory.
Where's he from, that guy?
So he's from somewhere. A foreign
Atiba.
land. So I'm giving you some weird
Gauthier?
fights. Natalia Silva, Paddy the Baddy, Umar, Atiba. It's a 20 to get you 42. It's a terrible payout. But you know what?
Yep.
I believe in this parlay very, very much. It's a 4-fight parlay that you can take to the bank because it's Team Dave, Atiba, Umar. Going to get you some money early, and then Paddy and Natalia on the pay-per-view for you. That's what I'm doing. Keeping it real simple. I don't trust any of those other fights you guys got. Sean O'Malley. I don't trust no Sean O'Malley for this card.
Don't trust the sugar?
I don't trust that
You
sugar.
don't like the sugar?
I think the sugar might be shook. Shook sugar.
Mm.
You know, if he shook
You
and
see
then he
it-
loses my parlay, then I'm mad. So, you know.
It becomes caramelized.
Shook sugar. I don't
Caramelized
that
sugar.
shook sugar. Yeah. So I like the real deals. I think Umar for sure beating Davison. He's minus 1,600. I mean, the value is terrible, but screw it. Throw him on there. Make 25 cents. And then Atiba Gauthier minus 850. Like, he's also huge favorite, but man, he's going to win.
Beast.
This guy Atiba, you asked me where he's from, and I did not have an answer. He's
Cameroon.
from space. I think he's an alien. No, he's from
Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Hey, AJ
And
knows his
he
shit,
is nasty.
Yeah, he looks good, man.
Oh, he's a beast.
Training with Francis Ngannou.
23 years old, 6'4",
Oof, he's a beast, man.
monster of a middleweight. Huge,
He's a middleweight at
185
6'4"?
6'4"
Jesus,
middleweight.
That's crazy.
23 years old, knocking everybody out. This guy is gonna be a problem. This
Yeah,
guy might
that's gonna be the future.
This guy might be what brings Khamzat down.
Is that
You know?
crazy?
Like, I'm not saying now, but like 2-3 years.
When he gets more experience, more like names under his
'Cause-
belt.
Yeah, that's it.
He's
Khamzat can
9-1,
go on a
man.
run, but this guy has a lot of the makings of a real problem in the division. He could beat some guys. He's scary.
Crazy,
He hits
man.
hard, man.
And Umar's there too. Umar has got to redeem himself. That's another dangerous guy right there on that prelim card. That's a really good, nice card, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
and you got
Atiba and
against
Umar
Bukakis.
on the prelims is nice.
We should mention that the main card starts at 9. It's the first pay-per-view that starts at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that, Fred. You're right, man.
Main card.
Thank you for mentioning that. I wasn't thinking of that.
Yeah.
So main card, so that means the prelim starts at 6 then.
Maybe a little earlier even.
No, Why would the prelims start at 6? The TV prelims, there's only 3 of them. So they'll probably start, they usually start 2 hours before. So they'll start at 7.
Only 3? That's weird.
Yeah, usually it's 4. I don't know why it's 3. Maybe they'll add 1, I don't know. But currently it's 4.
Yeah, I've been looking at it. It's 7 p.m., man.
I expect the early prelims to probably start around 5.
Yeah, they do, Freddie. They do start at 5. I was just checking it. Well, early prelims, 5 o'clock with Michael Johnson against Alexander Hernandez.
Could even be 4:30. It could even be 4:30 because they usually budget about an hour, 30. Two fights an hour. And there's
one of these early prelims going to end up going prelim.
Yeah, but if they all go decision and it's 5 of them, they won't get on time at 7 o'clock for their TV.
But I mean, there's only 3 prelim fights, so one of the 5 early prelim is going to end up the prelim
on the main. Yeah, on the TV prelims. Yeah, well, that only makes sense. So that'll happen Saturday. Unfortunately, because I'll be at the Saturday night's main event at the WWE show, no watch-along for this one. But we'll do a watch-along for the next one, and you won't have to wait that long because it'll be next Saturday, right? UFC 325 is next Saturday in Australia. Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes. Dan Hooker versus Benoit Saint-Denis. Rafael Fiziev versus Mauricio Hufi. And Talisin Teixeira versus Tai Tuivasa. Ooh. Have you guys seen Tai Tuivasa lately?
No. What's up?
I think he,
What?
Possibly.
What, Dave? Spit it out.
Maybe he lost a lot of weight or something, or...
He's on his...
No, wait. The opposite.
He went...
Maybe he got gigantic. Hold on. Tai Tuivasa...
Drinking Russian cocktails.
Picture of him. Oh no, he looks different.
Let's see it, man. I'm curious now.
Tuivasa 2 months ago. Is this him? Hold on. No, hold on. I believe he. Yeah, has he lost weight? Is that what's going on here? Yeah, here he is.
Let me see. What? He looks
That's Tai Tuivasa now.
Damn.
Yeah, he looks different.
Yeah, big time, man. He looks great.
Yeah.
Freaking hell, man. He's got a 4-pack, but it's hanging there.
I mean, he's not,
Yeah, he's not
he's not the same. He looks a little different.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Well, not a little, a lot different, man. I'm impressed. He looks great. He's looking solid, dude.
Yeah.
Good for him. How old is he? I just want to see. 32 years old. Yeah, this is it, man. He's going for the last hurrah. He's going for it, man.
Although this is a picture of him. He looks. Here's a recent picture from a week ago. Looks good. Looks in good shape.
Pretty solid, man. Yeah, he does actually.
Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be interesting next week. And that's in Australia, too. So, for him, that'll be at home. That'll be good. I like Tai Tuivasa. Against Talisin. He's a fun fighter.
Yeah, so do I. Chewy.
Yeah, people love him. He's a fun, he's like a star for the UFC. He's good. Okay. We'll be back next week with more. I'm off this weekend because I'm going to the WWEs. So how about that? We love you.
Cheerios.
We thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Thank you to all the members over at join.ringsidereport.net and membership.ringsidereport.net. Be sure to check out our website, ringsidereport.net. There's so much great content being pumped out there every single day, all the time. New content, content based on our shows over at ringsidereport.net. So many news stories, fun stuff going on at ringsidereport.net.
It's a good website, man.
What?
It's a good website. A lot of information. I read it through sometimes. I'm like, shit, I said that?
Our site is very good, AJ. You should get all your information from there. You would be more
informed.
I think. We should all be more informed by reading our own
to be
website.
Honest, I do. It's funny that you say that, but I do go on and I read it through and I'm like, damn, that's pretty, a lot of insight, a lot of interesting stories, a lot of like, things that we say. The site looks great. And, kudos to the production team. They're doing a good job. Now get us more subscribers.
I agree. We will see you again real soon right here on the Ringside Report Network.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word. Please share this episode on whichever social media platform you use. Add a comment below and consider reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out